Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Paige, and I have a message that I need to deliver. It kept me up all night last night, off and on, and continued to repeat itself. So here I am relaying it to anybody that resonates or may need to hear this at this time. And I also will come back on and do a live stream to talk a little deeper about this, about my experience with what I'm about to talk about, and how to navigate through it. So as we all can tell, there has been more and more of an agenda, so to speak, energetically, because the light, because the new is truly already here. The dark or the old is getting stirred up, more obnoxious, louder within us and on the world stage. The agenda is to divide and conquer. And it's up to us to not let that happen. But how do we do that when it's extremely dark and painful? So what I'm about to speak about is definitely something I have experienced multiple times in my life. And each and every time it is extremely traumatizing and painful. What I'm about to talk about is your loved ones, people you've known, most likely family. A lot of families are being divided right now because of opinions, because of politics, because of a lot of things. But communities, families, there's quite a division, and it's just met its peak. So if you find, and this is a lot of Uranus and Pluto and Saturn energy, if you find some just unexpected, like I did not expect that to come out of this person, my loved one's mouth. If you have experiences where suddenly you're definitely not on the same page as somebody that you always had been, and you find that there's something missing there, that their speech has changed, their energy has changed, maybe even their eyes go dark. This is a good indicator that that person, excuse me, is currently under what's, we'll just call it, is spellbound right now, hypnotized right now into a specific mindset that you won't be able to understand. So it's beneficial to not try to, I'm going to try to explain it, and I will try to explain it more in the live. Again, it is extremely traumatizing and painful. Also, I know from experience that this can be temporary. The more we play into what somebody else's karmic lesson is, the more we try to sway them into seeing our point of view, or at least how we're feeling from their words, behaviors, actions, the more you get pulled into that. Not necessarily the same energy that they're in, but you're feeding that energy. It actually is not them. I'll just say that right now. Every time I've ever encountered somebody that has been spellbound, and I've actually been spellbound way, way, way in my past, so I can truly understand this a lot deeper. Most of us have, but you may not be fully aware of it. And it's in multiple, it doesn't have to be politics. Trust me, it doesn't have to be politics, or it usually has to do with morals, values, and humanitarian, like, overall ethics. So it is extremely disheartening, to say the least. But the more that you try to persuade them, or even just engage, the worse, the harder it is. So the advice that was coming through last night, and it was definitely the advice that has always been given to me, continue to, you know them at a soul level. These are people we love. You know them at a soul level, okay? Keep that in your heart. Know that this person is currently being pulled into some type of hypnosis, and no place the blame game outside. This is a path of evolution and growth, and it's really hard for the human mind to wrap around it and understand it logically. Don't play with that energy. Just don't engage. Send love. Send love to the soul person that you know deep in your heart and soul. You will start to see peaks of it return. And this is how we can really help continue to keep the unity and not the division, is to understand there are many people right now, and people that it is shocking. It is shocking. And I have to say, I've experienced this multiple times in my entire life. So I kind of know the drill of how, and many of you most likely have as well. But drop back into your heart. Try not to take it personally. It seems very personal. There's a lot of projections, right? There's also a lot of mirroring. So you could actually see bits and pieces of yourself in that as well, if you're not overly emotionally invested in what is going on the surface. But just know that the more you engage and play in that energy, the harder it's going to be for you. And it really isn't going to do anything, because this is already written. We all have to kind of go through our own dark night of the soul. And so there are many others that are beginning their journey down that road. And sometimes we do have to separate physically, mentally, emotionally from energies that don't resonate with us anymore, but you can still know the person at a soul level and love them with all of your heart and soul. That really helps change the energy dynamic. So I hope that you found this to be helpful for you. I know this is not an easy time for many people on the planet. And so I want to be here as a source of support and be able to explain how I've ridden these waves of cosmic energy in my lifetime, how I'm able to see it in a different aspect. And my heart goes out to everyone that's going through this right now. And I know not everybody is, but I've had enough coaching sessions and readings with people that are right now. And it kept me up all night just to put it out there that this is out of your control. It's out of any of our control. And it seems heart-wrenching, heartbreaking, but understand that there's a greater lesson here. Don't let the divide and conquer game win. Keep them in your heart and soul, and try not to take anything personally. And I know it's so personal, it's intensely personal, but again, we are each other's teacher and student. So I know that might not be helpful for many right now, going through it deeply. And I have so much compassion and love in my heart for all of you that are really suffering and struggling with this right now. I've just witnessed way too many families and friends and people that were very close, soulmates, just kind of completely fall apart and separate and divide, and that breaks my heart. But I know from experience that when you let go and let them go on their journey of what they are about to learn, because there's a lot more to the undercurrents of the current energies. Saturn getting ready to station direct on the full moon in conjunction to Uranus. Then next week, Pluto moves into Aquarius. There's a huge, powerful shift that is underway, and we're already experiencing it now. So just allow things to unfold as they will. Do not play into that energy. You'll get burned. And I'm trying to save people from experiencing more pain than you already are. No, keep love in your heart for them. They will return. So much love to you.